Dear, dear Rainbow Dash, Discord said, shaking his head. Must it always be violence with you? Don't you remember the time with your dear old daddy? Oh, am I doing? Okay, no, that's not there. Oh, My Little Dashie's ruined everything with Discord and Rainbow Dash. Well, no, it's not My Little Dash, it's the sequel comic to it, which is really good. Oh, sorry, I rubbed my hand on the mic. Oh my god, that's probably made a lot of bad... Sorry, guys, sorry, I've got an itchy nose. And my eyes are watering, because I'm laughing. Sorry. Twilight stood definitely and stomped her hoof. Enough of your gloating, Discord. Who's gloating? I'm marking. But if it's gloating you want... Oh, but if gloating's what you want... He snapped his fingers and turned the floor into wax, caused every pony to slip. Look at how helpful I am. I've waxed the floor for you. What is with you and tripping ponies? Applejack demanded. Get it out, you big bully, Applebloom hollered. Yeah, Sweetville and Scootless shouted in agreement. Oh, that was together, whatever. The Draconicus stopped in their level. Bully? Oh, that's coming from the pony who bullied her cousin. Hey! Applejack attempted to get up, but slipped again. You leave my sister and her friends alone. Friends? Interesting choice of words, considering it was their quarrel that got me out of that prison block in the first place. What? Sweetville stuttered. Don't you remember your little cross trip? You mean, Skidoo stammered, you were the statue? He clapped his hands, which made a different sound every time. Give the little pony a prize, and let me thank the three of you. I would have never taken over Equestria without your help. Fluttershy had enough. You know you put had in the same sentence? What's with that? Fluttershy had enough. What were you putting there, Disney? Come on. You could have edited that. You could have, rechecked to make sure you didn't put two ads there. God's sake. Fluttershy had enough. She flew off the wax floor and into the creature's face. How dare you! You think you could intimidate poor defenseless Phyllis and get away with it? Discord's eyes widened at her sudden boldness. Excuse me? She poked her nose with a hoof. You'd best watch your step, Buster, or I'll give you the stare. The what? Yeah, Scootless cheered. You're in for it now, buddy. Oh, I'm so scared, he said sarcastically. Suddenly Fluttershy opened her eyes wide, and it was like some beams shot out from them. Discord seemed locked in that gaze for a moment, and then burst out laughing. Fluttershy looked at her hooves in surprise. But that should've... She squeaked as she grabbed her and rubbed her mane playfully. Oh, you're hilarious, my dear. Some ponies certainly gotten braver in the past few years. I warned you, punk, Rainbow cried, going in for the kill. Discord teleported out of the way, dropping Fluttershy in the process. Stop it, Discord, Twilight commanded. Why are you here? He appeared behind her. I'm here to negotiate. She turned to him. Negotiate? Listen, we all know you want harmony in your kingdom, and your princess is safe, and yada yada yada. And I don't want to be turned back to stone. So why don't we make a deal? This isn't another one of your games, is it? Rainbow demanded. I love games, Pinkie chimed. Gosh, no, he summed up a white flag. I just want to talk. What about? Twilight asked suspiciously. You want me to stop wreaking havoc on Equestria. I simply want something in return. How about your life? That was going to be one of the things. You give us back the princesses and turn everything back to normal. Oh, well, turn me back to stone, he pointed to her head. Can't do that without a horn. Angry Shining Arms shot a beam at him. Discord dodged it by teleporting to the door in a huff. Typical of you ponies. Here I come bearing the white flag, and all you can think about is violence. Elements of harmony indeed. You know, he's got a point. He comes with a white flag, saying, I got my things here. I just want to make a deal with you. I mean, I don't want to be turned back to friggin' stone. Seriously, they're not elements of harm, they're the elements of idiots. Get out! Rainbow shouted. You're not wanted here, Twilight bellowed. Fluttershy had been watching the entire scene with uncertainty. She did not trust Discord, but her friends were not giving him the chance to talk. With this in mind, she made a bold move and flew between Discord and her friends. Twilight, Fluttershy, oh Rainbow Dash. Twilight, she exclaimed. I'm surprised at you. You of all ponies. Fluttershy? Twilight said slowly. Aren't you the one who says we should put reason before judgment? Discord may be an evil monster who doesn't deserve our trust. I'm right here, you know, the Draconicus waved. But we should at least give him a chance to explain himself. Everyone was surprised at her action. Discord was the most confused, but the fact that she seemed to be defending him caused him to smile evilly. Well said, my dear. She turned as he teasingly stroked her mane. Frightened and frustrated, she swatted his paw away and flew to Twilight's side. You are right, her friend said, before turning to the enemy. What are your demands, Discord? The Draconicus grinned and floated leisurely onto his back. The way I see it, you want 3 things from me. Your horn, ordering your land, and your princesses. Actually, the last one counts for 3, 4 if you include the unborn infant. But never mind that. Anyway, I simply want 3 things in return. My, said Rarity. Aren't we needy? Twilight sighed. What is it you want? For your horn, Discord began, you'll have to make a promise never to use the elements of harmony against me. What? Rainbow exclaimed. Why would we make a deal like that? You want Princess Prissy to get her horn back, don't you? It's a trick, I tell you. Tell you what, if anybody fails to keep their end of the bargain, anything goes. Meaning, if I go back on my promise, you may do with the elements what you will. The purple pony scowled, but remained calm. And the other things? If I were to release a question of my chaos, well, I would be quite bored. After all, it is in my nature to create disharmony. All I'm asking is a teensy bit of land where I am free to spread my glorious chaos undisturbed. Twilight nodded. That might be possible. What about Cadance? Shining Amber demanded. What will it take to get her back? Give me a moment, Discord said, chapping his chin. You mean you don't know? Spike questioned. I'm thinking. And he was. He had considered the first 2 requests very carefully, but the third had him stunned. He had to make this last one good. He thought about what he would need in his new life. If he was to abandon his hostile takeover, what would he do then? Return to his empty cave and talk to copies of him? Even if he was allowed to continue his chaos, there was no point in it if he had no one to share it with, let alone show it to. His mind then wandered to the couple he had encountered a few moments earlier. That the way they had held each other, talked to each other, looked at each other, he would never admit it out loud. He would never admit it out loud that he wanted that. Then it struck him. Well? Twilight asked impatiently. He grinned mischievously. Okay, I know what I want now. Trust me, this is the best deal you're going to get. It's a 3-for-1 deal. Huh? Pinkie uttered. Applejack, you're a sales pony. You understand, don't you? The Sapphire Pony muttered. 3-for-1 means 3 for the price of 1. But I don't. Precisely. I will give you 3 mares for the price of 1 mare. We'll call the unborn filly a bonus. Silence fell on the ponies. Twilight was the first to break it. What do you mean by the price of 1 mare? Discord's grin widened. What I'm asking for is a bride. Now, you know the way Discord could have avoided being, the way Discord could have avoided this, he said, all I want is a friend. Couldn't he have said that instead? I mean, yeah, I know he would just want a bride, but wouldn't it make more sense to say a friend and then be like, try to get their love? Isn't that what Beast did in Beauty and the Beast anyway? He was like friends with Belle at first. Well, first they were enemies, then they became friends, and then they became lovers. That's how it works, but I guess Discord just wants to immediately go for a bride, which makes no sense. A what? Oh god, I need to go to the bathroom. I know that's not a good thing to say. How long are we away from that? Not far, okay. He knocked her on the head. Hello? Any pony in there? I said I want a bride in exchange for your princesses. A bride? Rarity exclaimed. What would you do with a bride? I'd marry her, of course. You know, spend eternity together, maybe have a few kids. You make a terrible dad, Sweetbelle cried. Oh, shut up. He snapped his fingers and zipped the young unicorn's mouth closed. Her older sister gasped and opened the zipper with a glare. Explain your reasons behind this discord, Twilight said calmly. What? He shrugged innocently. Being a creature of chaos tends to be a lonely occupation. Whose fault is that? Raindash mumbled. It's only natural that I would feel the need for companionship. Besides, if I'm going to retire, I might as well settle down and raise a family and blah blah blah. And Twilight gulped, this bride has to be a pony? Yes, so don't try to trick me and give me a snail or a rabbit or something. Doesn't matter what pony it is, I have no preferences. Except one. She has to come willingly. That means no forcing, no bribing, and no swindling. She must come out of her own free will. Rarity scoffed. Who would be willing to marry you? I don't know. Any of you mares interested? They all glared at him. Rainbow stuck her tongue out. No, Pony. He looked over at the yellow princess. What about you, Fluttershy? She let out a small whimper before she could say anything. Twilight moved between them. Get out, she said between her teeth. Discord shrugged. I'm a reasonable creature. Perhaps you need some time to think about it. There's a cave up in the mountains. When you want to talk, look for me there. On that note, he vanished from the room. Oh, great. Now I don't need to go to the bathroom. I'll go anyway after. So the next one's going to be Chapter 5, and since there's still no one home, I can do this. Yay! I do hope you guys are enjoying this. Anyway, let's stop it here.